talked about it, my wife and I, yesterday, just that, he wears number 11. I didn't put a gun to his head and make him do that. He wanted to do that on his own, and he's wearing, 11 for Arizona State, the Sun Devils and Blue Devils. So there's a lot of connectors, and I'm just happy that he could be here and share this with me, and he's excited to be a part of it.
Well, originally in high school, I wore 22, just because it was similar but a little bit different. And then when I got to ASU, I was just like, you know what, I should probably just embrace number 11 at this point. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to wear the same number as him.
Bobby Hurley returns to Duke as his Sun Devils will take on the Blue Devils in a preseason exhibition game. One of those Sun Devils is his son, Bobby Jr. We caught up with him at the Duke Athletics Hall of Fame to hear about what this weekend means for the family.
Yeah, it was pretty special just seeing all the accolades, all the banners, seeing his jersey rafters, and then I feel like he's everywhere. I just keep seeing him on different paintings and murals, but yeah, he had a really special impact here, and it's cool to just come back here and see all the people interacting with him and, how happy he's been being back here.
How often have you been able to get back to Duke?
I've probably been here 3 or 4 times. Most recently, he was inducted into the Duke Hall of Fame probably 8 to 10 years ago, so that's the most recent.
Duke fans know plenty about the title runs Bobby Sr. and the Blue Devils made in the early 90s, and it's something Bobby Jr. has studied from a young age.
Their bracket and region was really difficult. They had UConn in the Sweet 16, UNLV in the Final Four, who's undefeated, and then, Kansas. It can't be much harder than that.
Growing up, whether it was from him, from former teammates, from guys that he's coached, what's the story surrounding Duke that you hear the most about your dad?
Yeah, I would say the story I hear the most is his shot versus UNLV in the Final Four. They were down 4 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And he kind of waved off his coach and said, you know what, let me just shoot a 3. And so he cuts it to 1, and then they end up, pulling off a pretty big upset. So that's probably the biggest one I hear.
As I was getting set up here, I saw someone walking in with a 1992 national championship shirt on. Yeah. The fact that there is still such reverence and respect for those teams, just what does that mean to you and your family?
Yeah, it's really cool. I think those championships were so special because it's the first back-to-back after UCLA. So I just think people didn't think it was going to happen again, and when it did, there's so much love for those teams and also hate, but yeah, mostly love.
What's it mean to you to get on the court and get to play at Cameron Indoor?
Yeah, just more so as a basketball fan, it was just really cool. When you're playing and growing up, you don't know how far you'll get in the sport. And I've had a lot of ups and downs in the sport, so it was really cool to just be on the court, and then also at the same time my dad being there, Coach K's watching the practice, so it was really special. See, that's something that didn't translate genetically. He jumped way too high in his jump shot. That is some 1990s jump shot mechanics. I can't do that. And I'm a very much a new school type of person. Steph Curry launches it from his chin. Trae Young literally shoots it from here, so I'm in the chute below, but he jumps super high. He believes in it. I've never been able to do that. But
what are you most proud of that you and your dad have been able to accomplish together?
Yeah, I would say growing up, he was coaching a lot, so there always wasn't time for interaction on the court. And there's a lot of bumps in the road. Freshman year, I would talk back to him and stuff, and he was almost kicking me out of practice, but we've, really found a good chemistry on the court from him being the coach and me being the player.
You got to give me the best story where you almost got kicked out.
Best story? I want to say it was my freshman year, and in practice, there's only 10 people on the court, so wasn't on. I was messing around with cones on the side, just kind of on the side table where all the stuff is. And then I got subbed into a drill. 3 people went out really fast. I was like, oh, crap, I'm not ready to play. And I think I dropped the pass out of bounds. And he said, well, maybe you would have caught the pass if you weren't effing around with cones on the sideline. So that's probably my best one.
You went through the senior day process last year because you weren't sure whether you were going to come back. What's it like to get another year with your dad, get to play with this program?
Yeah, no, it's so special. I don't think a lot of people get the opportunity to play in 2 Power 5 conferences, and I'm just so grateful, honestly. He was a real ball hog in the Indiana game. 26 points, didn't lead the team in assists. That's disappointing.
And like any son, he'll find any chance to knock his dad and coach down a peg.
But yeah, I mean, he's a legend. I mean, the stats speak for itself, to be honest. He didn't rebound at all, though. So I guess that's a knock on him, but I guess when you get 1,700 points and 1,000 assists, probably doesn't matter.